March 28th, 2018. Hi, our vibes. This is your info entertainment reviews, and today I got you some info. Many of you guys, ladies and gentlemen, basically use PayPal, payza. There's a lot of sources for dealing as far as when it comes to using your ways of money online. And it doesn't matter. It comes in all categories from sending funds, transferring funds, or just using it to make purchases or your investments, etc. Pretty much whatever you need it for. Um, Payza has been around for, as far as I know, since back in 2012, and were highly popular. So, being as an account holder of Payza, and getting the detailed, well, actually not detailed information, believe it or not. Payza just emailed me, and all they said that they were currently dealing with a situation and that they could not give any details. Now, you damn well will give me details of what's going on because you have my bank account information. You have my address. You have my identity information. I'm already dealing with identity issues already for the past few years. So if you don't think it can happen to you, well, it sure can, because I didn't think it would happen to me. Something I never mentioned, but yes, I'll be dealing with this for the rest of my life. And it's not fun. Mind you, having your emails sold into the dark web and hundreds of thousands of your emails tampered with, hacked into, where you deal with literally your PayPal accounts, your spending, your social media. There's a website. If you want to see if your email account has been breached, I will leave you a link down below this video and you can go check it out. Or you could go and search Google, has my email been hacked? LifeLock is a provider of the website that actually does a thorough check. And I've been, long story short, when I was 18, I was going to buy a brand new vehicle. And I never bought a brand new vehicle in my life. I've always bought a vehicle, a used vehicle, and I paid cash. And when I was making good money, well, I thought, hey, I'm going to go finance me a nice brand new car. Well, then I go in there. Next thing you know, San Chevrolet saying, hey, man, you got two repossessions. So that really threw me off guard. And I was 18 years old at the time, mind you. And yes, never financing any vehicle in my life. And I had a vehicle. One was, I believe, 16, and the other one was 20 or 21,000. And supposedly it's not on the credit now. But of course, it's still somewhere floating around if you do a fully deep, thorough credit report, because all these credit bureaus online, if you think you're getting a full credit background report, you're not. You would have to contact some kind of an attorney or somewhere of a law firm, or maybe you have a buddy who works in the government and has that inside details to go ahead and access such information and could hook you up that way. That's the only way you're gonna get details from the day you came out your mama's belly. And so everything. And it's pretty amazing. And but ever since then, years goes on, and the next thing you know it, well, guess what? Since basically 2000, I'm gonna say 2014, all the way up to current, a lot of stuff's been going on. I've had phones hacked. I've had my emails hacked. I've had my PayPal account tapped into, debit cards, you name it. And it's just something that you can't stop. And people who have LifeLock and all this sites that are trying to be competitive, such as LifeLock, what people don't realize, One, until you have been in such a situation, you are not even awoken and you have no clue of how serious it is until it comes right up from underneath your feet. And we're talking everything. It could be your driver's license number, which could turn into your social security number. And then from your social security number, well, then guess what? Everything else along with it. Don't forget your vehicle registration, everything on top. And people are paying so much money to have and be monitored to, quote, be protected. Now, is it a waste of money? In respect, in my point of view, as I was a LifeLock member and I made my point perfectly clear. And hey, if it comes down to something, I'm gonna throw it right in the company's face like nobody else has probably told. And I've had a couple of situations I've been in where they just could not answer that question and did not know what to say because cat caught their tongue and they couldn't speak. And same with LifeLock. Basically, with my situation, once somebody has your identity is taken for the rest of your life. Don't think that it's gonna be fixed, because it can't. When it goes out to one, it's going from that arm to the other, and then the other to the other, and it just spreads one after the other, continuous. And then you're hitting the thousands, and then the hundreds of thousands, and then you just don't know who and what and where. You don't even know who the hell is bidding off of your information, thinking because they figure you're valuable and they're gonna make money off your information and you don't know it. And believe me, a lot of people, it's even happening to babies. So yeah, a lot of people have LifeLock. I mean, it does help. It keeps things monitored, but there's only so far that these companies will actually can and are able to monitor. It could give you alerts on your accounts, anything that pulls up as far as someone trying to maybe, if your social security number is input and you're getting ready to do a credit card, but it wasn't you, you'll get notified. But that's pretty much about it. They can't fix it, and you really can't trace it. And so that's pretty much what I threw in LifeLock's face in a kind way, like I told the lady. I'm paying you a monthly fee basically to be monitored. That's correct. Okay. So in reality, that's all you can do because you can't fix what's already out. And got quiet for a few seconds. And well, yeah, it certainly agreed. But well, sir, that's why we have what we have and offer what we offer and the $1 million thing. To me, the $1 million don't even mean crap either. Because that can't fix your identity, also. And then in the long run, you end up basically throwing money away because in reality, if you think about it, it's not really doing any good at all whatsoever. So it's bad enough, Equifax and everybody else, TransUnion, been breached. And I did get some letters in the mail, of course. I've already, the list goes on. The list goes on. But everybody who's paying for identity protection, look at those folks just the exact same way as you would looking at Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. They all have your personal information and they can easily get tapped into too. Our systems every day globally are being monitored, are being tapped into, hacked, excuse me for the black screen, We're gonna get back on here. Hopefully it did not shut me off of the stream. Hate when it does that. Okay, we're back. So, as I was saying, you guys, mind you, having that happen, I don't even use, not even Facebook, just because every single day I kept getting notifications, password change request, password change complete. And I didn't bother to deal with it. And of course, Facebook basically was giving an issue trying because I wanted to shut my account down. So I just left it and basically said F them. I'm not going that route. Every week, and also as a heads up, a lot of you do not change your passwords enough. And it's a lot of work when you have a lot of accounts. But take my opinion. Change your passwords at least once a week. It's not the funnest task, but it is highly a very well doing because you're not keeping that same password. And it's good to do that. Sometimes you run out, but again, you want to use certain parts, not just lettering for your password. You want to use commas, dashes, whatever algorithm you can use it. But do change your passwords, and it doesn't matter for what it is online. Change your passwords at least once a week, you guys. I'm serious, and it does help. But now, enough of that said. The reason why I brought that topic up, I'm sure many of you have payza or had payza. I cannot access payza, and as I was mentioning earlier, I got an email from payza stating that basically they were dealing with some kind of situation, and of course that they were no longer accepting any US payza account clients. Well, payza's in a shit load of trouble because one, this is not even on YouTube yet, as of yet. Because if it was, I think it would be on the front page of YouTube already. And it's not. I'm sure many people were notified by email. But again, something like this, it would be all over YouTube. And I'm surprised it's not. So, being an account holder, and there were some funds that were left in the account that I was unable to fully withdraw because payza had denied my direct deposit. Well, I'm going to be pushing this and taking it even forward further. And as I click onto this screen, we're going to go log into my account. But here's the problem. You're not going to be able to log into your payza account because payza has been fully taken offline. Payza's website has been shut down. So anybody who does any kind of transaction through payza, doesn't matter if you use it for sending money, buying things online, whatever it is that you do as a payza user, whatever money you had in there, you ain't got it. And why? Well, because Department of Homeland Security, FBI, and the big dog governments, well, they got them by the cojones right now. And so, as I was saying earlier, for payza to send me the email stating that they were unable to give details, they could not get details, but we do assure you that it's nothing to worry and sure they're gonna be fine. Well, guess what? It is something to worry about because after seeing the FBI page pop up on payza, and like I was mentioning, of course, and I probably had maybe about, I want to say about $55 in the account. So here it is. Here is payza. Homeland Security Investigations, Special Agent. This is all legitimate. Department of Justice. fully taken down. And this is for anybody with an account. So if you have a payza account and you also have any questions or concerns about your payza, well then give these folks a click, copy, paste this link, or just go directly into your payza login and try to log in, and you'll go ahead and get this, and you can click here for the justice.gov, and it is the government. So what happened, payza has been operating without a legitimate license and illegally taking funds and illegal funds, transactions that were not legitimate, and processing them on through. And so they are in a heap load of trouble. So now your question is probably wondering, if you're a payza holder, well great, well, what do I do now? Well then, if you're concerned about your information and being how shady and dirty this was, well then you probably might want to contact them yourselves. And unfortunately, for them to say that it's going to take 5 days to reply back to you regarding the concerns, I think is kind of a little bit of pathetic, you know, on that end. Hey, they might be busy, but at the same time, hey, this is priority stuff. U.S. Attorney's District of Columbia Division, Victim Witness Assistance, payza, MH Pillars Limited, doing business as payza. Check that out. Has been indicted by federal grand jury in the District of Columbia on charges alleging they are internet-based, unlicensed money service business that actually processed more than $250 million in transactions. A money transmitting business basically is one that transfers funds on behalf of the public by any of all means. And that's including, like I was mentioning earlier, anything from shopping online or transferring, sending funds in and out of the United States from country to country, and you name it. Now, in most states or jurisdictions, operating a money transmitting business without a license it is punishable as a misdemeanor or a felony. Now, the failure for them to obtain, or anybody to obtain, a license in such jurisdictions, it is a federal felony offense. Now, under the District of Columbia law, money transmission business obtained a license from basically the superintendent of the Office of Banking Financial Institutions of the District of Columbia, and the failure to do so was a felony. These people are in such a crap load of trouble, and it's going to get worse because there's going to be a lot of folks that used payza. And so on top of the situation they're in, now that's where we come in, and I'm pretty sure we'll be getting some sort of a reimbursement, especially for those who had money left in their accounts. And if anybody had a few hundred or even a few $1,000s in your account, boy, do I feel certainly bad. Glad that my funds were not that much at all, but still, it's the point. Now, the defendant is accused of operating a money transmitting business that operated without the necessary state license, knowingly transmitting funds that were derived from illegal activity in or about March 2012 until now. And they just recently got shut down just a couple days ago. An indictment is merely formal charge that the defendant has committed a violation of criminal laws and is not evidence of guilt. Every defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. Well, they pretty much, I think, caught him on that because they had their eye on him since 2012. So, if you do have any questions or concerns regarding the payza account, or you believe you are a victim, well, there's going to be a lot of people who are victims because, hey, A lot of you people have had money in your accounts and they ain't got it. It's gone. And now you're going to want to get that money back. And of course, for basically, how should I put that? For the mental anguish, you could say that they cause because of your financial, your identity. Mind you, you have to put your identity information, you have to put your full information identity, your banking information to receive money, transfer money, and actually withdraw money to go into your accounts, your bank. Now, there is an email address to contact them directly. And again, someone will basically, as they're saying, will respond to your email within 5 business days. But I'm pretty sure that there is a phone number. We'll take a quick look. While we cannot act as your attorney or provide you with legal advice, you may seek the advice of an attorney with respect to this or other legal matters. So, if that's not breaking news, you guys, this was very important for me to post for all of you. And again, everyone who does watch this, please do spread the word. Please as well, give me some thumbs up. Hopefully this helped you because there isn't no information at all that I've seen yet on YouTube, and everybody watches YouTube every single day by the minute. And this was a must to get on there. I will be following up with an earthquake update. If not tonight, I will be continuing on tomorrow. Thank goodness, starting to pull out of this what they call bronchitis and flu mixture. And I was mentioning 28 strands. Oh my god, you guys, it's crazy. You pretty much get the drift from thinking on that part, but enough said on that one. Anyhow, there it is. Payza shut down fully. And if you got an email where Payza's telling you, hey, we're going through some situations right now, but don't worry, your account and everything will be okay, and everything will be taken care of. Well, it's just a way for you not to get pissed off or freaked out, because clearly you saw it right there. They were fully shut down all the way. And I didn't like that also. I'm not too happy about it. That's your information they're messing with. And let's see what happens, you guys. I'm surprised it's not even on the news. Nowhere. I will keep you guys posted. And again, don't forget to check out this link or go to your payza, try to log in, and just go here. Or you could go to www.justice.gov/USAO-DC/victim-witness-assistance/OBOPay-payza. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Folks, heads up high, feet grounded. Don't forget, love, live, smile. And before I end this, out of the longest time, I had no clue. I've had a few supporters who had kindly, and thank you so much. And I just found this out today too in one of my part of Google accounts, that there was some funds that were just sitting in there, and it's like, well, where does this come from? I didn't know, and I don't know who went on ahead and supported part of the Vibes channel, you guys. But whoever you are, whether if you're my Vibes team subscriber or just a viewer, a visitor, I kindly thank you so much for those who supported and sent out those donations. It's been so long, so I had to make some changes to the account. Kindly decided to go on ahead, refund those to those who did donate that, just so I could restart the account over again. And I will be posting on the YouTube channel, and which will help support the channel itself. and future comings of what I do here on IR Vibes, and a few extra more things. And plus, I'll be able to also, in return, do the same. So thanks again, you guys, for the great support. I really appreciate it. I'll notify you folks right away once I have the fund account posted here on the YouTube channel. And anyone, rather if you feel $1, 25 cents, $5 or $10, hey, I really gladly appreciate it. Shows a great kindness because there's a lot of love in the world. So again, thank you guys. Stay tuned. This is IR Vibes.